Reviews and revisits here, coming back with another video on how to OBS. Check out my series on this, and also using other softwares like ShareX and various other ones. I'm going to start a playlist, and I'll put that on screen so that you can access that as well. You'll see an info box that you could click for the playlist of different videos, or of course you can just go to Reviews and Revisits on YouTube and see that playlist on my channel and see those various videos. So if you export an item as MKV, we showed in the settings here in OBS and go into output that the default format is MKV, with which you get a better streaming quality. I'll actually show you the right here on screen now what is often shown, or what is shown when you select MPV, and the warning that it gives you about the sound quality and why you might want to select why you might want to stay with MKV instead of MP4, and you might not want to take a chance with the sound quality. So you can see what it says here. But if you decide to go with MKV instead, here's what you have. And if you decide to go with MKV instead for doing your recording, or you forget to switch over to MP4 when you know you need an MP4, for my instance, I need MP4s because my editing software where I edit my videos requires it to be MP4, or at least not MKV. It will not upload that format when I try to do that. So one way that you can get around that is use this files and then Remux recordings. So here you go to your folder and pick the file. Here's the last one I recorded for the last video, where I recorded it in MKV, and I'm going to drag and drop that. So you can see it's an MKV file, and I'm targeting it to be saved as an MP4. So let's remux it. Okay, recording remuxed, I guess, instead of remixed. So let's go back over here to my folder and see if there's a second file with the same name but a different format. Yeah, you can see I've got two files right here. Let's make them larger, extra large icons. You see I've got two files that look exactly the same. That quickly it converted it. So let's see. MKV, and this one should be MP4. Yep, this is the MP4. So what we'll do next is we'll come to this location, which I think my editing software is already set up for that. And you'll see there will only be one video showing because my editing software doesn't even recognize MKV. It only recognizes MP4s, or between those two, that's the one it recognizes. It may recognize some other ones, but between those two. Wrong thing. It's making a video when I'm done. This is where I import videos here. And maybe I'll do a video sometime on using Movie Studio. If you want to learn a little video editing, subscribe to my channel and see what else I have for you. So now you see when I come here, I had a bunch of videos. I have a ton of these videos in here, and the two that look alike, right? But besides that, I have about a dozen videos in this one. But from my video editor, you can only see three. All three of these are MP4s. I hope that's showing up. That's just a JPEG, a PNG files, the two picture files. And the only video file that's showing up is the MP4. So this is the one that I used. I'm actually in the process of creating the last video, which I think is going to be called How to OBS Introduction and Screen Recording, something like that. How to OBS Introduction and Screen Recording, I think is going to be the name. And so I'm now pulling the file in that I'm going to use to make that video and edit it here. You can see it pulled it in as an MP4. That's a different one down there from before. That's for my exchange rates videos, where I converted to MP4 to do my exchange rate narration for one of my videos on foreign travel and how you can get exchange rates, or best way to use money overseas and get the best rates for spending. So now I just dropped that video in here, and we'll see my first OBS video, and it should record the sound too. Hey, this is Lion Runner here with Reviews and Revisits. Yep. And we're going to take a look at this application,
Go
OBS.
watch that video, you'll see this.
And I'm going to give you a quick introductory look.
So we've successfully done that. You can see also from this video, as shown in the last video, that it will record my audio coming from outside the computer
as well as my screen audio at the same time, looking at these two bars. This is the outside audio and this is the screen audio. All right. So yeah, you just drop that file in here, the MKV file that the default records with, and within seconds, it saved it as an MP4 file in my OBS folder, and then I was able to just pull that into my editing software, and I quickly had an MP4. So it may be the best ideal to leave the default, especially given that warning about the recording as an MP4 and not being able to recover audio if something goes wrong. If your recording stops in the middle or your live stream freezes in the middle of recording, you can recover the MKV file, but you won't be able to recover it if it's an MP4 that it was being saved as. So it may be best to just go ahead and save things or record things as MKV, and then use the remux to remix your video as an MP4 after the fact. It was real simple and easy and straightforward. Didn't take much time, so I think that's the way to go. I'm Lion Runner, reviews and revisits. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm out.